Sometimes we see depressing stats online that make it seem like all millionaires inherited their money, but that is not true. A large number of millionaires are actually first generation wealthy, meaning they made their money themselves. If you were not born into money, did not attend an elite school, do not earn a huge salary, you are not automatically disqualified. You can still become a millionaire. The truth is, wealth is not one magical trick. It boils down to a number of few levers that you can control. 3 of the main levers are: 1, how long you invest; 2, how much you invest; and 3, the returns on your investment. The first lever, time, is your biggest advantage. Because of compounding, your money earns return, and that return earns more return. It's like a rolling snowball. It moves slowly at first, and then suddenly it starts moving fast. The key points that most people miss is that most of the growth happens at the end. You need to start early. It's important that you focus on starting early over obsessing over the right time. An extra few years can make a huge difference in what would be almost there versus being a millionaire. If you ask me, my advice would be start now, start early. The second lever, how much you invest. This is where many people get stuck and they are just like, I can't afford it. But instead of asking yourself the question, can I do this perfectly? I think the main question should be, can I do this consistently? Let's do a simple maths. If you put your money in long-term investments that gives around 7% yield, which is very realistic, for you to become a millionaire, you would need to invest $10,000 yearly for 30 years. If you want to do that in 20 years, you would need to invest about $23,000 yearly. And if you are very ambitious and want to become a millionaire in 10 years, you'd need to invest about $60,000 yearly. Can you see how much it takes to actually become a millionaire over a specified period of time? It's a lot easier for you to actually put in money and start early. I understand that a lot of 20-year-olds are not investing $20,000 or $60,000 a year, and that's absolutely normal. Your investment grows the higher your income grows. In your 20s, you're not really earning a lot. It's completely understandable that you're also not investing a lot. But here's the thing. If you decide that you invest a particular amount of money and you allow that money to grow by a certain percentage every year, you would be amazed at how much difference that will make to your investment. Say you decide to start investing at 25 and you start with a minimum of 10% of your income. Now, it's a percentage of your income. Every year, you let that increase by 1%. Trust me, by the time you're in your 30s, you are most likely investing about 20% of your income, which has also grown. So you have not only grown the percentage you're investing, you have also grown even the amount because your income has also grown. Top 3 things that I think you should focus on to be able to invest more. 1, keep housing and car costs at the lowest they can be. This is not the time to actually leave your dream house or in the biggest home that you've ever thought about. Secondly, avoid lifestyle inflation as much as possible. It's normal that as your income increases, you also want to do more and incur more debts, but it will be helpful for you to avoid that as much as possible. Next, you should try and automate your investment. Decide on a particular percentage and automate it. Let a particular percentage of your paycheck go directly to your savings and consequently towards investments. With those 3 points, you'll be able to maximize your income more. And like I always say, you invest more when you earn more. You also want to potentially think of ways to make more money. Monetize your skills, consider consulting, and also be able to turn your hobbies into cash flows for you. The third level is how much your returns is. And to be honest, this is one area that you have little control over. I know many people would come online and promise you huge returns over or on your investments. I will advise you to focus on the things that you can control. Historically, the stock market or the S&P 500 as giving about 7 to 8% annual returns. That is enough to make you a millionaire over a long period of time. Focus on the things you can control and do not obsess over unrealistic returns. Another thing that eats into your returns are the fees. And that's why I usually advise that you start with index funds or ETFs. Look at the expense ratio of the investments you are getting into. And finally, if you decide to use a financial advisor, make sure that you are paying wages and not a fixed percentage of your investment. I know that you'll be like, if it's this easy, why haven't many people done it? Well, the part that the math doesn't tell you is that money is very emotional. Many of us picked up some money thoughts or we learned some things about money from childhood. And we need to unlearn a lot of those. Also, to be honest with each other, we know that life is not equal to all of us. Some people have to support their families, some people are dealing with health challenges, and some people just don't have access to this information. If you feel like I am starting late and, I might just not be able to catch up, I don't want you to feel beat down. Go ahead and start today. If you feel like you are starting late, no, don't worry. There's still room for you to make good money. Don't feel disappointed. Start where you are. Start with what you know and start now. What's more important when it comes to building wealth is consistency, the timing, and also putting in as much as you can. And like I always say, I am rooting for you. I believe in you and you can do it. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Numbers 6:24-26.